Here we go once again. This time it's actually going to be Haste Squad on Blacklist to start off. So VINCIT Gaming, I believe they were the home team, and they did choose Global Risk.
Yes, that is correct as the home team. As we actually have an aggressive push off from Rizal, but he's the one finding the kill right below the bridge. Sort of looking into the central passage area, but no one's actually in there, as they already have control over the B entrance. Mendez going all aggressive, looking out into the B road. But does go down to Kai's.
Yeah, Kai is going to pick up that first kill for Haste Squad this time around. Rizal has been holding down this middle area very, very well around the bridge.
Because usually you have double the pressure, one from the center passage, and one from the street. But because Mendez was out all the way into the tunnel, he could solely focus onto the street smokes. Yeah, liked the teamwork in the pressure. And a big rotation coming from Hay into the B entrance now, going into the where. Natson's already ready right behind this double box.
Be able to get in there, but Natson gonna pick off two on the double kill, and it was only one member. Kai's will go down as Lucom is going to pick up a kill of his own. And that's 4 members of VG able to take kills there on the first round. And it all started off pretty fast here around that bridge area where Rizal was able to pick off one and to get that advantage for VG.
And then after one early aggression, Rizal goes all the way, stays all the way near the spawns, liking these positional changes. Sometimes you do want to risk going to the same spot twice in a row, but usually you want to force out a change. Takes one in the face.
Yeah, top 5 things you don't want to see when you're playing Crossfire is a grenade to the face.
Well, that kind of nade, you can't even dodge it. You can't even react to how much less damage you can take from those overnades.
Yeah, it's just good timing from VG.
So again, the positions from VG is one on top A, one towards the bridge, one spawn, and one back up towards the B. Both back street, of course, and often just behind the double box. So not much bait towards the entrance at all.
Slow and steady. You see that Fefe is slowly pushing up long A, and he's going to be giving that information to his team. As the entry will come in from Hay. Bunch of grenades going in. Lucom going to take that time. Takes him out. The wall shot, actually. Gets flashed, but sprays and finds 2. As Hay was actually able to get in there pretty efficiently. Michael and Yuri picking up headshots for themselves. Here comes Fefe. He is behind everybody.
Behind everyone, but still the members of Hay, they're also behind all the boxes, safe boxing locations. The thing is, the C4 is dropped. Yeah, but Michael comes around the left side all the way back and gets the final kill.
Yeah, it's good work by Hay. You can see they were setting up a very aggressive play to get onto that B-bomb site. And even though it was a fierce firefight, they were able to win it. So that really does bode well for their chances later on in this map.
Already liking some quick decision-making from Hay. Tried to have the bait with the jump first and then a snipe shot to Mendez, but Mendez did not get caught from that bait jump.
Michael has moved in. Nearly was able to knock him out there. Binzi also makes his way in the quick headshot as they do move towards A, but then again do back away.
Their C4 is still all the way towards the back of the street. I think they just wanted to have a peek and get that 1-1 trade. Because Yuri did go down to Mendez. It was worth the risk. The rest of the members are pretty healthy still with HP. And now where do they open up? They used a lot of their smokes. Still using one for the bridge. Hey, again going into the B entrance. This can be a pretty good bait if they make all the sound and throw the smoke and go towards the bridge. I think can be a safer option. They do have some time.
And they still got Binzi in there on the street, looking, actually fighting with Rizal as we speak, is able to take him out.
VINCIT wins the bridge fight, so he can come around. He's got the time.
Calm. So calm and collected. It does go down to T-Cons, though. Notson on the site, looking to defend, as Hay is actually going to back away.
And as they lose another member, makes it 2v2. VINCIT could have just stayed towards the bridge. I think he wanted to have it come as a backup, but did not really work out for Hay.
And right next to each other, as T-Cons nearly goes down. He's got 4 HP.
Yeah, great decisions. T-Cons, if he's peeked out a little bit more, it could have been shot down from the backup teammate.
He's going to find Notson, and actually Kai's gets both of them as he picks off the one and then hops on down. Notson not expecting him to be as aggressive. And Hay will actually take the lead on Blacklist here. Looking much better in this match so far.
Ooh, and again, opening up all the way from back of the street into that spawn. I mean, sometimes you just have to save the smokes to delay the opponent from coming in. But in this case, if you are all the way in the back when there are 2 snipes going for that kill, it is pretty hard to dodge. I mean, those kind of moments where you just miss a shot, that does happen from the bridge, but from the spawn, it's a lot easier to just get that drag shot.
Hey, waiting for it. Not going to make any quick movements just yet. AG getting in there. He was holding a smoke, it looks like. Oh, man.
I think Michael was waiting for the smoke timing.
Yeah.
So they can go into the bridge. Regardless, they still go in. But get shut down from Fefe from side.
Yeah, now it's all up to T-Cons. He's looking the wrong way. Still able to win the firefight. And now he's looking for more. There's 3 more members of VG left available, though. Not going to be easy. Looks for Lucom. Does not pick it up. As that will be another kill there. The 5th one for Lucom here for the side of VG.
So it starts off great with that initial kill onto Zhao, but Michael just not having his day in that round. And right after, they made an attempt to go into the bridge, which could have been a better choice if they had a similar push towards A long, because they had numbers of snipes. But so far, Kai is focusing on that B entrance, not getting anything done. Because, hey, they have been attacking into B side at least twice directly with full force, I don't think there's much of a chance for VG to actually come out from that B entrance. So switching into A long seems like a better idea.
Yeah, and they've got a couple of members over there. Looks like just trying to peek out was Notson, but not committing to anything just yet. Seeing what he can see in the sideway.
I think Hay is trying to open up again from the bridge into the spawn because they got few kills, especially Yu Zhao, who's not feeling okay right now. And once you, in a game, once you find a hole, aka hole in the teammate, the weak link of the team, you tend to go against that person a few times.
Oh boy, they moved
Even
before
with
that flash went down. And Notson was able to pick off a double kill, but they win it up against Fefe. That's a couple of very important kills. Lucom, though, able to trade the 1-for-1. Mendez not able to follow up on time. And down he will go. Hay will take the lead once again. This is looking very different compared to some of the other matches that Hay have had against the other 2 Brazilian teams.
And VG still not finding their rhythm in terms of their backup and how many members they actually have to spend. I think Zhao can actually just go for the A backup, have a double A, one from bridge, one from spawn from the A site, and then have just 2 members towards the back street of B. And sort of leaving the bridge side open, but just checking from the corner. Will actually give less information, and a lot more resources has to be used from Hay's side if you position yourself from VG.
Slow movements up the street from Hay. Will they actually commit through that bridge area, as you were mentioning before. Looks like they're gearing up for it. Well, they could still go down sideway. Looks like 3 or 2 members moving in towards bridge.
Do you like the positional switch from Rizal, going all the way back, not getting caught with the initial approach? The shots.
Ooh, he gets 2 there. Looks like he was a bit flashed whilst picking up the second one, but still able to get the job done.
The fight on top of A side, this was important for VG. They still had the C4 from A long.
VINCIT gets 2.
What?
That is so big. As now it's only Knotson here from VG, and he was over on A top. So it's going to take a little bit for him to get on over towards B, where it looks like the rotation is coming in from Hay. VINCIT waiting in the wings, perfect position. They're able to flank him and come from both sides. Now 4-2 is the round score for Hay. Honestly, T-Clef, I was not expecting this from Hay to come out this strong up against VG.
Hay's flowing really well, especially after initial first few opening kills into the bridge side. They're thinking, okay, this actually can be a lot more chance. We're putting a lot of pressure towards the bridge, and the backups are not as fast for VG for some reason. And Hay is taking that into an advantage and keeping that rhythm into their own push. And VG is sort of struggling because once their backbone is gone between A and B, they don't really know exactly where to rotate right now.
Well, Hay is going to go for a play that has worked for them in the past. Keep 1 member towards bridge. 4 in here towards the B entrance. And just go for an aggressive push. There's only 1 member here. It looks like Mendez. That is holding it down behind the double box.
Debating with shots being fired from the bridge side and then making an entrance towards the B site.
And this will go down. That's a big entry frag from VINCIT. But now Lucom going to get into the same position here. But able to land that one down. He will go. It's a close fight. It's all up to Kais, who is in the back here with that arm.
There's a pretty good idea where he is and lends that headshot to seal another round for VG finally to get that successful defense into the B bomb site that has not been done in this entire match, I believe. Another question for VG is that how many retakes can they actually do? They had some struggle coming together with the backup yesterday.
They are not wasting any time this time around. They say, well, we didn't make it work, but we felt good about it. Let's just go in there and surprise them real quick. Grenade out here for Mendez as he's not able to shoot him down. Ryuzao desperately trying to get up on that box. Kai's going to take out another one. But getting the 2 angles there, Ryuzao able to come on from the back.
I think Ryuzao's got a peek on where the enemy is. Michael not having perfect idea where Ryuzao is.
And the flash is actually good. Gonna land that one. They spot each other. Michael trying to land those shots. Michael a bit more HP at this moment. They're just trying to take pot shots at each other. As Ryuzao is actually going to run away for now, try to reset the fight.
Yeah, because C4 was actually dropped all the way into the bomb site. I think he's waiting for the plant timing. But Michael does not actually even go for that plant. Yeah, and sort of a reverse psychology here, as you're expecting the BL side to plant. And that was the timing to go for, but he didn't even want to go there.
Yeah, and Hay, they go for that aggressive play in towards B, and you can see now VG are looking to actually push up a bit on that area, maybe catch them as they are in transition if they wanted to get aggressive again. Spotted, though, are the members of VG, and now he will look to change it up.
Which is a response from all the rush that happened from Hay towards that B site. Respecting how powerful they can be once they get that room control.
And Knotson gonna start it off here. Good flash through defensively just to stop any more from rushing through the bridge. Mendez gonna catch Michael sneaking in towards A. That's not going to work out either. Yuri being shot through the box now. Down he will go. And it's only Kai's left available.
Yeah, well grouped up rotation, especially from the B side, from the passage and into the bridge, keeping the position together, not really spreading out too far away from each other. Like this is usually how the VG goes in and defends with the pretty clumped up rotation when they're in that global risk side. But it did not. We were not able to see them play like this until the final round, the first half. Now they have to show something else from the blacklist side.
Yeah, and to be honest, again, I wasn't expecting VINCIT Gaming to have this much trouble, but does look like they are the better team so far in this match. So props to them. We'll see if they can keep it up. Curious again to see the, wow, that was a nice shot. Saw the shots coming in and they were like, well, he's right there. Easy shot. Kai's, well, he made it look easy. Probably not very easy at all. And either way, coming on in a bit aggressively through the bridge area. It looks like the rest of the members from VG.
It's sort of a risk having a sniper from the global risk side, especially when there's a rush from the bridge. The most you can get is basically one. But that did pay off with that drag. Yeah, VG might be thinking about rushing next time if there's another sniper. Michael already positioned himself into the base spot, and Kai's up on A top, right next to him.
Notson is just running on in, and they're going to get mowed down. They had such a defensive position there. They was like set up in a triangle where Hey and VG just run straight into the trap. And it was an easy mowing down and spray from the side of Hey with their great setup. So VG stumped once again here the first round on Blacklist.
Is VG not going to show their power? Of course, they did have some roster change, but still the strategy seems like they're having similar style of shot calling, of course, but it is not as fast. They can't really break through as strong as before.
That was...
Yeah, he thought after taking one down, he thought there's no one else in the room.
Yeah.
But you do have to check all angles again.
Yeah. Just ended up looking a little bit silly, but they're still ahead in this one, as he's got 4 of his teammates left available. They're making their move on B site right now.
When Hey just started to back up towards that A site, so it does not really work out with the rotation for Hey. VG makes a free entry. Just having some pre-fire for the checks.
They've got a really great setup here on that B side. Hey are just going to have to try to force this one. They're going to move on in through the smoke. They get 2, but it's only Binzi, and he makes it a one-on-one.
Rizal one towards the back, just in case they have make a big rotation. Oh, that timing was pretty well read by Rizal. Thinking that they would come in jumping. It was exactly the timing where you can't really get the perfect aim.
Yeah, it was quite good from him. And they had that bomb down, so the pressure was on. You can see now VG just going to take it a little bit slower. They're not going to make any big moves just yet.
And it's also because they're not really carrying any sniper to actually open up A long or the B site. You can't really get too much peek from the B site. And now with 5 rifles, they do want to consider just rushing into B. I think they got a pretty good taste of what it feels like when they have the firepower to rush. Yeah, after being down from those triple base spot from A site, no more snipers, they say.
All right, here we go. Smoke is coming in, but it's a bit late. They're already on the site. VG have to make their way in, jumping down. Comes Lucom, but T-Com's able to shut them down. Down he goes, back and forth, 2-on-2. Binzi gets shut down. Now a 1-on-1. Michael versus Rizal. And he's just going to back away for now. He says, let's reset. I've got a bit more health. And he's going to go towards that bridge.
Yeah, do what you want. Try to have the bomb plant because I can pretty much get a good angle from the back street where I would actually be covered, just peeking out with my head. I think he did tag him. Let's see his ID just peeking through from the GR spawn.
Ooh, there it is. Nice shot from Ryuzao. Able to get on in there and tie up these rounds. 6-6 so far. And it really is anyone's game. It feels like BG have come back a bit in this match. And it's definitely looking good for them. They're going to go aggressive here. Towards B, and that's going to be the 1 kill immediately onto T-Cons. They're just running it down right
There's
now.
a big bait from Yuri. Will he be going down? But he does not. He finds so many kills and distracts the entire squad of BG coming into B site. It's a base spot you don't really see a player all the time. Usually you see it from all the way in from the double box inside the back street or towards the wear.
And Feifei just says, well, I'm alone. It's 1v3. I can't exactly run in there as they have the setup.
Let's have a fair fight. Come at me one at a time.
Yeah, test your might. Oh, he gets 2. Now it's a fair fight. He only gets Yuri, and there you go, the triple kill from Feifei. As he says, VG have come to play.
Hey was waiting on that C4.
All 3 of them.
Okay, that gives a big boost in momentum for BG to go in. Again, even though they failed going into the B side because of that big bait,
Yeah.
still Feifei makes up for it.
That's one of those rounds where everybody's down because your play didn't work, but then the clutch comes in.
You're
and
already
everybody's
thinking
screaming.
and talking about the next round strategy,
Yeah.
and then Feifei just wins the entire thing by himself.
Yeah, and he was one of the names that we weren't shouting too much yesterday, but now he's got the most kills in this map and has been able to help turn it around.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, but even with that big 1v3, VG wants to take it slow again. And work slowly from the bridge side, looking for that potential snipe into the GR spawn. Yeah, checking all the angles from the B entrance. And surely VG is solely focusing on B side, thinking that they would come into A side anytime soon. The T-Cons.
Yeah, and the double from him. Yuri is able to get on in there. It's only Feifei again. Can he do it for a second time?
1v3 second time.
He does not have the C4 currently in his possession.
But he
it's
still
nearby.
has to go down, which means that when he's coming up, he will be shut down near 99%.
Oh, that was unfortunate timing. He knew they could be there, but the second he looks down, VINCIT pops out and takes him down.
He would be asking, who was carrying that C4? Why did you actually jump down?
Yeah.
If you're having the C4, you can literally just toss it to your teammates.
And this time you can see Hay say, well, we're not just going to let you get this room. The entrance will be ours into B. And they have locked that down for now. You can see T-Con's peeking here a bit. They've been able to smoke it off. That was a nice grenade. That actually got so much damage done. That was like 60 damage in total. As another smoke comes in, but they're not going to waste any time. They hear him coming in, and the spray happens as Yuri takes out one. T-Con's able to follow up. And once again, it is Feifei, but this time it's against 5.
And Michael takes one at the bridge. That was going to be the key. The side angle that they want to open up from the central passage, but everything is locked up. Feifei, low HP. It does go down to VINCIT. So makes it 8-7. We thought it was about even, but Hayes still taking the lead. Just a few more to go for Hay. One more for VG.
has been an incredibly close matchup so far. Hey have proven that they're not going to go down without a fight. They're not just going to go 0-3 in the first round robin. And they're really trying to make a statement here so far, as VG haven't had the easiest time with them.
Finally, Mendez bringing that AWM, checking if anyone's coming out from the A long. Let's see if he checks into A top or not. He's not actively going out towards that A long, just checking if anyone's coming around the corner, if anyone's coming towards that loading dock. Finds no one so far. They're working on that bridge side to go sideways and then open up A long. So they want some synergy together. Because Kais has been having that sniper up on A top, always coming as a backup. It's not just him. Is that Michael on top too?
Yep. There he is. That is a perfectly timed flash that goes down. And he's going to be able to get a couple. It is, though, 2-on-2. Yuri able to pick off one, but is quite low himself. They will be able to get on the site and get the plant down, as the retake will have to come in here from Hey.
As they're rotating on top of the bridge to go together. Trying to take 8 times first.
Okay, T-Con's able to get one. There's Yuri picking up the second, and that will be Hey saying, well, you guys have to come at us. They got to win 2 in a row to try to bring this to extra rounds, but Hey are looking good so far.
They're about to take the map with one more round. And can they do it against VG? It will be a big mark for them to boost them up in the tournament, which starting up with a map win here.
That would be quite huge.
And a rush into the B site directly. Yuri's ready. Yuri was supposed to be ready. Immediately shot down.
Yeah, they had the position, but they weren't able to execute. As VG do have the site for their own. And now it's going to be a difficult retake for the side of Hey.
I think Yuri had a pretty good read that they're coming, but not at that pace. VG did not even stop for a split second. Jumping through and checking all the baits together with 5 riflers.
Just going to see if he can get lucky as VINCIT comes through and immediately mowed down. So is Michael. Kais can't do it alone.
Get the amount of firepower going down the back street. I mean, you do have 3 members, but through the smoke when there are that many bullets, even if it's not hitting you, I don't think. I still think it's still, even if the bullet doesn't connect, it's still doing damage to you because you get scared from that amount. Oh, Kais.
Yeah, you can see that he was really trying to get that shot down, but unfortunately a little bit late. As now he's found another angle, not quite able to land that one either. Obviously very difficult angles to hold. This time around, 3rd time the charm, takes out Mendez. And that's going to be a great start for them, as if they do win this one, again, that will be the end of the map in their favor.
Yeah, Kai's in a very off position, not from the A top. Went to the bridge. He did this once, but did not find any kills. And this is a risky play to pull off what could be the final round of the map. But he's finding the right place at the right time. And he does have his Binzi right on top, so there's a good backup.
Oh, nearly able to land that one. Here they come through the bridge. It's going to be the first opening up, but VINCIT up on top. He's able to take one down with him. Gets actually 2.
Last member. Uzao's got to come up clutch for 1v3, or else it's a map for Hey. Picks up that C4. Where does he go?
He does look a little bit lost. He finds VINCIT. That's going to be a good start for him.
And then rotates the sideway, go into A top.
Looks like Michael's already moving into position. Knowing that this is a possibility, and it's going to be a good read, although now he's not quite looking at the right place. And will find them eventually. Uzao, though, able to get some good shots down, but there it is. Michael is able to pick him off, and that will be the map victory for Hey. as finally they'll be able to pick up one map here in this tournament, and they do it up against VG.
8-10. It was not an easy fight, surely, but VG, they got a very late start on this map. And Hey just took advantage of that. Starting when they were going in, it was actually first half a favor for Hey, having 5 rounds to begin with in the first half, which doesn't really happen too much in Port. They went aggressive, went through the B site, especially breaking through into the bridge for the few rounds. Couple early round did hurt VG. They were thinking about backups all the time towards the B site, but when the backup was cut off to begin with, starting off with 4 members only, it seemed like they didn't know exactly what to do with less backup.
Yeah, and it was clear that, hey, you know, they look pretty comfortable on this map. As you were mentioning, the strategies were quite effective for them. Started off pretty decently, though, for the side of VG, but a lot of these maneuvers into the B site were quite effective with the bridge. As yes, a couple of times, as I was talking about before, it started off okay for VG, but Hey got a slight lead, and they were able to hold on to that for the majority of the map.
Spriggs on the side. Checks to the side angle after looking into one of the opponents. Oh, look at those Spriggs. Making sure how many bullets you actually have left. Looking for some less damage, but still the wall shots actually connecting. This was 1v3 moment.
Yeah, and after that moment, honestly, I was like, ooh, this might be a comeback. I mean, that would be a huge swing in favor of VG, but they weren't really able to back him up for Fefe, as that was really his moment to shine. As I mentioned, that wasn't, you know, he didn't have the best day yesterday. He wasn't the star performer of VG, but he had a great map there. Unfortunately, his team not able to support him, but we'll see if VINCIT Gaming can come back, or will Hey do the 2-0 eventually, as we are going to move on to sub-base for our second map of this match. So guys, as you guys can tell, we cycled through many of our shots, but we're not ready to go just yet. It looks like there was an issue getting into the game, but we can easily just set up the lobby once again and get back in. Shouldn't be as many delays as yesterday. We've been pretty fast about it today and have had pretty much no disconnects. And so, yeah, should be ready to go in there pretty soon.
Yeah, just remaking the room, getting ready for that sub base. Yeah, before we go in, while we have some time, yeah, just going back and forth, thinking about back and forth strategy, especially for VG, where they solely focused so much on the rifle AK firepower and went into similar strategy again and again, which did work a couple of times, but it was a lot easier to read from Hay's side. Will they try that similar strategy just like they did from Port in sub base? which they have failed to do so yesterday against Imperial, not as much. And Hay's gonna take advantage again if that happens. I would like to see some quick strategy changes coming up from VG. In the first map, maybe they thought that they would just have an upper hand and easier time when they just go literally face to face in that B side all the time. Maybe it was way too much confidence for them going against Hay, but Hay actually reacted pretty well. So I'm pretty sure they found themselves in a weird form right now after dropping the first map.
For sure. I mean, you know, we looked at Black Dragons. They're kind of the favorite in this entire tournament, but they were calling out VG. They're like, we want to face VG in the finals. They're really good. And they actually had a very close matchup against VG in the first match of yesterday. And so we were expecting a bit more from VG, but unfortunately so far they were 0-2 yesterday in the matches. And now they've gone down the first map to Hay, as that was Hay's first map that they actually did win. And so I'm sure a lot of people are kind of scratching their heads and saying, well, what's going on? Can they actually pull it together? Well, that question will be answered as it looks like everybody's back in the lobby, and we will, this time around, be moving on to subbase. All right, here we go. Looks like everybody is in to the lobby and there are no problems onto the map, as Fiji this time will be on blacklist, as they have changed it up as the home team. They decide this time around they would like to attack. We'll see how that goes for them.
Hey, just going with some more focus in that A site, having sort of double AC, checking into that control room. No one really checking shutter, but they do have one from the cage and storage. So the backup should be a little fast, because VG is coming into A bottom, finds no one. Hans waiting for a bait.
Oh, and he's running away.
Does escape with 100 HP, so not as bad as you think.
Yeah. The bomb, though, is going to get down, so this retake is going to have to come in. That's a bit of damage from the frag grenade.
Some big rotation coming from VG. And Fefe looking for those easy sweet kills. And they're literally looking towards the other. But he gets caught.
Ooh. Okay, 1 for 1, though. Put them down. It's down the stairs they go. It's looking pretty decent for Hay. They've got 2 members left. They've got to get onto the site, though, as Notson is going to pull off the clutch. Gets the 2 of them in the 1v2. Nice little play there towards the end. They were running out of time, and the members of Hay had to get in there, but they weren't able to pull it off.
Yeah, Fefe going all the way around to the hallway. Could have been a delicious meal for him. Just taking down all the members, looking towards the opposite side. But he was caught literally with a snipe there. I think VG wanted to have a later entry because of that weight. And the gay Fefe going down from the A stairs. The guy's just looking for a vent kill. No one really peeking out right now.
Still got a couple of members that are peeking in there towards the storage lockers. See if they can catch anyone. They haven't fully committed to that, of course, as the C4 is still down in the central square. And they're going to rotate back here over towards the same area as they tried in round number 1.
As VG again focusing into the stairs only. With 4 members only, but double bait immediately when they're coming down the stairs. He can't.
Okay. That, yeah, he made that look really easy. He's going to survive with 55 HP. He was actually in a really unexpected spot, I guess, for VG as they were coming on down, and they just got sprayed.
Because in the previous round, there was only one in the back of that A bottom towards AC. And it was double position, aggressive double position right next to that diamond box there. So was sort of caught in a surprise going down the stairs. Ticon's already with 5 kills.
Yeah, well, it certainly helps when you get a triple. And he had a great round 1 as well, even though they weren't able to take that one. Slow and steady is the name of the game here for VG.
Yeah, even against Black Dragons, I think Ticon still had one of the best solid defense from the A side. I think Hay can sort of keep him alone at A bottom. And they can have 3-man backup from Shutter, Control Room, and AC. As VG comes in from the Shutter side, hallway.
Yeah, they're trying to get some flanks going here. As Yuri is right behind them, but see how this one goes. Nice peek out by Michael, but he is going to get shut down. Yuri in position, as I was mentioning, not quite able to land those shots, though, and now it's only Yuri and Ticons with basically no health. The bomb has been planted.
Already waiting at the 2nd floor in the storage, one behind the box. Shots do not land as much.
He doesn't have much time. Coming from many angles there was VG. And they're able to get the win through the kills, as now they have taken the lead 2-1. Looking good for them so far.
Which is a smart decision and strategy change from VG to go in towards the hallway. They've tried A bottom a couple of times. But when it was open, it worked, but still the retake was almost possible. And they had to check for information from the hallway. That was not as much risk, but they still was able to grab that win. So next, I would like to see them checking into the vent a couple of times. And even having some smokes into the control room if they want to. Yeah, forcing out an uncomfortable position from especially Ticons and Michael. I think that gives them a lot of boost when you are going in the middle.
The A site right now actually left totally empty. Of course, they do have control of that AC, but no maneuvers just yet from VG. We'll see if they read into this at all, as they are actually rotating over towards that A road once again. This would be the 3rd time that they attack through this area.
I think Knotson threw a lot into the lockers. So Hay was sort of caught that, okay, they're spending way too much towards that B side, clearing all these angles, and then quickly rotated into A bottom.
Yeah, and you could see Ticons was kind of caught off guard there. Coming down the stairs, didn't expect 5 members of VG to be on the site already.
Hay didn't even have a single member from that AC room, so it was tough to guard every angle by himself. And Michael trying to time it with the teammates.
Yeah, coming on in, they get the first. They get a couple. Only 3 left available, 3-on-3, but there's so little time. You can see VG playing it passively and dragging out this fight for a very long time. Even able to win in the firefight. That's VG moving 3-1 ahead here. Blacklist on subbase.
Now VG striking like before, not like map number 1 in Port, but as they start in Blacklist, going in aggressive together with 5 men, just having not just the rifle power, but with some help of Rizal and Mendez with the sniper. And Hay has been distributing the right amount of rifles towards that A bottom in the first couple of rounds, but right after the switch has been made a little bit too quick. I think Hay is falling into bait smokes a little too easily compared to the other teams.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. And VG now maybe making their way in towards lockers, although the bomb is all the way on the other side of the map. They're able to get in there, but they're not committing just yet.
You can leave a member and actually go towards that hallway. Or you want at least 1 or 2 using the vent directly into the AC. I think they want to take control of AC and control them together.
Pinzi spraying in through. He's able to pick off Mendez. So good start for them. It seems like they have read into this plan that you were mentioning. Kai's coming in from behind. Natsu going to go down. Now it's really just up to Rizal up here. He is going to be taken out, though. Double kill for two T-Cons. And Binzi will finish him off. So, hey, we'll strike back. They're not going to go down without a fight this time once again.
They spent a lot of time trying to peek into that locker room, but ended up just going from that A road again. I think they're certainly feeling comfortable going into A, but it was blocked last time. It was somewhat of a weird timing going into the vent not at the same time.
Oh, bit unfortunate. He's going to spot them all coming in, though. So that's good information. That's a couple of kills already. And he did get flashed, so good entry. Ryu's able to pick off 2. But still the advantage here for VG.
And the late backup from Hay now coming from A site. T-Cons and Binzi both near the shutters.
There's not too many angles you can come from to get the one. Lucom is there and spotted, takes a bit of damage, but will pick up the kill. So now 4-2, an advantage of the blacklist as they do get that nice engage into the B side.
As VG is always spending at least a few nades or more to go into that machine room, which they actually did not try as much when they were fighting Imperial yesterday. And they're not really using that into their advantage of going into lockers quickly. You do have to spend some time checking into those boxes at the lockers. They're moving in slowly.
Well, they eventually go in there and make their move. And they have totally locked down the skeleton body. Kais is going to be taken down as a nice forward play there. Yuri also going to be taken out by Fefe, who does get the double kill. Binzi not able to do it. T-Con's not able to do it. Nobody can stop VG on the attack. As maybe just took a little bit of time for them to wake up, as VG definitely looked much better here on subbase.
Now, Hey actually coming out into the machine room. VG immediately feeling it. Go back out from the machine room. I think this is literally the timing they can just go dive into A site. But they're not making a quick rotation, as Hey might just fall back and go towards A. If you're looking for the sweep back, going back into the machine room, not expecting them to stay in that room. Takes it back with some trade.
Yeah, and take a look at this rotation. They got some great fights there in the machine room, but now they're considering going over towards A road. And you can see that one member, looks like T-Cons, predicting this pretty well. He's going to get that first one, gets a second, and he is going to be the defensive hero for Hay to keep their hopes alive.
Yeah, this is the reason why it said VG should just go, not literally stop from going into that A road directly, but still work at some other angle at the same time so it distracts the amount of focus that T-Cons can have defending against the stairs. But Fefe trying to pull a 1v2 this time.
Yeah, still could pull it off. I like the position he's got here in the hallway.
He's got the bait plant towards the lockers. Now that he's seen one's already on the defuse. And an easy taking it back for Hay here.
Yeah. So 3 rounds now secured by Hay. It was 5-4 when we saw them on port, in advantage of Hay from the blacklist side. But this time, VG looking a bit more powerful from blacklist themselves. And they've got 4 members in the machine room right now. They've had a bit of luck over in this area. You mentioned the differences in the strategy. As, ooh, nice little headshot there from Binzi. Good start for Hay.
Yeah, and with that amount of resources already used from BG, Hey, they have 100%. They know 100% that at least 3 or maybe even 4 members are from the machine room, and all they can do is either lockers or hallway. Because the cons is already out.
I like that aggressive maneuver, but they are going to get shut down. Knotson, he's the only one left available, is able to be taken out there towards the end. So 5-4. Once again, these two teams definitely look very evenly matched. Although VG do look like the better team here so far on sub-base. Let's see, though, how it will change up as the teams change sides.
With second half, let's see how much focus that Hayes going to have towards that hallway. I think they just want to start going down the A stairs and see who's actually staying. Fefe feeling pretty good about his shots today, with just help from that AC angle.
All
right, here we go. Fefe, he gets the one. He's got them in his sights, but not able to get too much else. Nice amount of damage, though. It's only 3 members now of Hay in this site.
But Mendez helping out pretty big with that from that AC room, getting that sweet headshot himself. Waiting for that C4 to be planted. It's still 3v4. VG can have this retake.
Yeah, they absolutely can. It's not going to be the easiest thing for them. Knotson in position. That's another great frag on top of it. Mendez able to lead the charge. He's able to get one. Michael goes down. Now it's up to Yuri. Can't quite land those shots. And even though the bomb does get down, VG will be able to pick up another round here as they take the lead 6-4.
And now with that VG, they would be thinking, okay, after going all the way out into the machine room, taking 2 down, and 1 trade has been made from the control room, I believe.
Yeah.
The result stepping over the line just a little too far.
Clearly they were not expecting that. I like the aggressive maneuvers from VG. And Lucom has been so good up in this AC.
They're carrying the C4 around. Goes all the way back to A road. Oh, a dangerous spot with a snipe on his own.
Well, he had to take the risk. Okay, couple of kills with the spray T-Cons. You can see he backs up real fast as Mendez.
With 2 HP. A sneeze will take him down.
Or a grenade, perhaps. They're just going to rush him down. That's the way to do it.
That was somewhat dangerous, though. If he connected just a couple more, I think he could have taken the entire squad down on his own, but did not come through with his final shots, with those jumps.
Yeah, like the effort, but not quite enough to get his team back on the board. This is VG coming back in a big way after what did look like a close victory going to Hay on port.
Hay again tried to have a sneak peek into the control room, but of course, Lucom's not going to let that go from AC. A double man from Shutter. Hay finally moving into lockers for the first time.
Knotson, he's trying to lock it down here. That's a nice amount of damage. They do take out Michael. Good headshot from Mendez, but he will go down himself after he gave his location away to the sniper.
Kais was looking out from the square. Try to land any type of sniper shots. Just land one. But now with the C4 pickup, they rotate all the way towards the back. Slowly moving in towards that A stair, A bottom. Does not find the shot through the control room. They know that one is on in that AC for backup.
Okay, Fefe in position. Not able to actually best Kais there. Lucom able to spare the blushes though. As they are making a big rotation all the way around. Nobody going into AC. They're just going to try to retake very aggressively when the spray comes in from Yuri. He does get one. Kai with 2 kills under his belt in this round. Will he pick up an AK or just try to go with this? He's 1v2. He spots Knotson, gets the first shot. And now he's going to switch to the AK. And there you go. Oh, he's able to pull off the crazy play.
Whoa.
Guys, does hold on to the site. And man, that is so huge. That is really a big morale booster for Hay.
First offensive success from Hay in the second half. By Kai just switching into that AK. AK was a clutch call. Landing that headshot.
I like this play from Hay. Lucom is going to be denied. Johnson up there.
Nice. Ticon's continuing that momentum, going into the bottom instantly, having that plant.
Yeah, they noticed the aggressive maneuver into Machine.
Yuri trying to take one down from the entry.
Yeah.
Control room.
I like this play.
Just in case someone comes out from the doors.
He's running in behind them. A little bit late, perhaps. That's a really good flash. Trying to spray. He is denied. And Hay will get 2 in a row. They're trying to come back in this one. And now with the 6-7, it's not going to be easy for them.
I would like to see Hay rushing in a little bit further, even into hallway. Not just the A side, because the defense from the A side will be tougher now after losing 2 rounds in a row. So just working lockers and then looking into peaks of hallway and getting 1 kill from the shutter or the AC. I think that's going to be a great start. But puts a lot of pressure surely for Kais to open up those shots with AWM. Ticon's having double kills right now in his KD, 2.0.
Slow and steady. Looks like we may be making our way into the hallway.
Binji looking for any one of those backup from the control room. Makes an entry to the hallway.
Here we go. The spray is good. That's 2 for 1. Make it 3. Pepe Mendez. Mendez will go down. A double kill, a triple kill for Binzi. As Pepe is all alone. He is the backup of this team, but he is not able to get the job done. And hey, now 3 rounds in a row. They are coming back, and they have tied it up.
Need just 3 more rounds for Hay. Same for VG. This comes down to the final few. Surely the momentum is for Hay right now. They do have the speed, but if they go a little bit too fast, then it's going to start. Kai was trying to land on the shot. He was waiting for Fefe before him with that pretty quick spawn, but his teammate it takes some time.
Ooh, Fefe has got this on lockdown. Essentially, he has been great on that defense. Looks like the rest of the team trying to make their way in, but already 2 of them are sprayed down. Yuri, the only one left available, and he is 1v4. It's going to have to be slow and steady, but no, he will be denied by Mendez. VG don't want to let this round go down without a fight.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Hayes having a less. They're showing somewhat less teamwork when they're going in, rushing in, especially with that AWM. I think they work so much better when they are peeking in, getting some information, and then rush towards the middle or the other site, which they're trying again. Now the focus is at B site. VG actually having no one on top of B, no one on top of rockets or the lights or the storage. Now having to rotate from the shutter.
Oh, the spray. He's able to get a couple. Ryu's out, is able to follow up, but T-Cons gets a couple himself. Oh, that was really big.
The 2-2 about Lucam is coming around the locker room. Do they have an idea?
It doesn't really look like it. He is up there. They had no idea. Lucam now one-on-one. T-Cons, can he be the hero? He's got 3 already. He gets a 4th as 2 double kills for T-Cons come in as he survives with 50 health, and he keeps Hay surviving on this map.
8-8. All even might actually go to that extra round. Hey, trying to break in. Okay, they do have the speed again into the A site. But the backup of the two member, if you look at the minimap right at that AC, double man already. Got no damage from the control room, so he has to be quick.
Ooh, VINCIT getting a little bit ahead of his team. And he just ate those bullets. Fefe also able to follow up. Kais, though, as we're spraying through the flashes, he gets the one, but the defense, I think, is going to be good here. Kais all alone. He's able to switch over to that AK, and he has to rotate out.
Yeah, love that positional switch from Notson. Did not go down to the initial bottom push. Waited for his teammate for that backup. All the way, and now VG on that set point.
Yeah, they're one away from forcing a third map. And you could see that, oh man, just every single round has been a battle. Back and forth, even though VG did look so strong to start us off.
So VINCIT again forcing into A stairs. Okay, because they had a member in that machine room, this had to be a bait. But that was quite dangerous from Hay to pull that off. Maybe the shot call did not really go in to all of the members together.
Yeah.
That was quite dangerous. They could have lost at least one or two.
Well, at the end of the day, it's similar amounts of damage traded. And they have backed away here. They just need to win this one, and then we could go into extra rounds. Would only be the second time that has happened in this tournament.
If Yuri was able to push a little bit further into the locker when they were rushing A, I think Hay would be having an upper hand in this round, but VG's got a really good position around them now.
They were not expecting Lukong to get that aggressive. He gets in there, Yuri able to get one more. Spots Rizal, but still it's looking good for VG now.
4v3 as Mendez is already into that machine room, going all the way back into the warehouse. And Yuri, I think he tagged him with his ID, but Mendez still finding the kill.
Yeah, trade it back now, 2v3. It's not over just yet.
Time is ticking, 45 seconds left on the clock. And VG solely just focusing onto the A site, as they sort of know it's going to be one snipe, one AK, going for that B site.
All right, here they go, making their way into lockers, and nobody's here.
No one's here, but you got to check all angles. It takes at least like 10 plus seconds. That's the reason why VG left B site open.
Yeah, so they're going to be able to get this bomb down without much of a hitch. So now they know, okay, they've made their way into B.
It's up to Yuri to block this three-man push.
Hey, you can see they're moving in very
Nice
forcefully.
position change.
The spray comes in, he gets so much damage down, and the snipe from Michael is good. There's so little health now onto Ryuzao.
Yeah, looking for one pistol shot.
One shot would do it. He's given up his position. And will it be good? There's so much on the line, and he is able to force the extra rounds. Michael makes it 9-9, and we'll be moving on to the extra rounds. So incredibly close. I can't believe they were actually able to pull that off.
Yeah, Yuri changing his position right after the nade, thinking that, okay, I have a split second to go towards the opposite side of the door. Was able to just spray down from the other side and get at least one, and also the backup shot from Michael immediately. Those two kills, making it into 1v1 and a low HP. Michael just getting that final pistol kill was pretty cool. Now it comes down to the extra rounds. I don't know anymore. I do not know anymore. It seemed like VG literally had the momentum going into the A side. And then as soon as we see that, I mean, Michael, Yuri, and especially T-Cons from Hey, just coming down clutch, defending that A bomb site at the bottom, basically by himself, sealed the momentum of VG. And then now it's starting to look like Hey is actually having a better end of this.
Yeah, they've really pulled it back. I mean, you remember that VG, they were winning in the beginning, right? They were ahead like 5-2, I believe, in rounds to start us off. And they were getting the momentum going their way. But Hay is proving that although their first couple of matches didn't look very even, they are a great team. They deserve to be here, and they are putting up a great fight up against VG so far. And they're really just, you know, they got to win 4 out of 6 rounds, and they will actually take a 2-0 potentially up against VG. It's not going to be easy. It's been incredibly close. The first map was 10-8. This one is 9-9. It's very difficult to get much closer than that.
Pretty much back and forth, and still, I think, hey, they still control the tempo, even if you're going to the extra round. I think their rotation has been a lot quicker compared to what VG is showing today. And I'm still leaning towards, hey, what they can actually do in the extra rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to, right? They were able to win that first map, but really could go either way. I'm excited to see what is going to happen in this one, as the map is just about loading up, and we are going to be hearing from both of our teams to see who's going to try to take that lead. But yeah, will be interesting as.
So Blacklist side for VG in the extra rounds, and Hay defending here. As if VG continues to attack into the A bottom, I don't think it's gonna succeed as much in the regular rounds, because Global Risk is going to put a lot more pressure, as VG certainly had in this matchup, had a lot more attack into that A side. So I would like for them to actually start working from B, the opposite, and then making it into the hallway. That would actually poke at least a hole or a dent into Hay's defense.
Yeah, and it looks like we're still waiting for everybody to get connected, so will be a little bit of a delay before we do get into these extra rounds. Of course, want to make sure everybody's in, no disconnects, no anything like that, and shouldn't be much of a problem. We're loading up once again, so yeah, I mean, there have been some huge clutch moments from a lot of different names on both of these teams that we haven't mentioned too much, right? Yuri had a great position towards the end of that one. Binzi showed up really big on the last map as well.
Yeah, Fefe had some clutch moment on his own with that headshots, changing from AWM into AK. Which is usually the opposite when you're low HP, but if you're confident with those headshots, you can surely do it. I think it is surely harder to pull off a headshot with the AWM. I think he felt that his position was pretty safe. It was just the one bullet fight from the AK anyhow. So I think that was a smart call at the end.
Yeah, well, we are getting the word that things are all loaded up and we're ready to get into extra rounds. As we mentioned, you got to win 4 out of 6. Otherwise, if they tie once again, we will have, of course, the golden round, which will decide it all. 1 round to rule them all. But we'll see who's going to get the advantage in this one, as so far it's pretty passive from both sides.
Very spread out position from Hay, as some of the wall shots actually connecting into damage. Yeah, good read. There's nothing being done, no work being done from the A side. Hey, thinking that it has to be towards the B. And VG actually giving a lot of time for Hay to come back into a better position. Looking to go into the control room directly, 5 men.
Yeah, they are just guns ablazing coming on in there. That is 3 kills already for VG, as the aggressive play catches Hay off guard.
That was at the timing where Hay actually was still in rotation to get back into safe position. So a better timing attack from VG.
Oh boy, that is really effective. Really no chance for T-Cons to do much there, as the perfectly timed flash comes in and VG just kind of stomped them there in the first round with that very aggressive maneuver into control room.
Which I like, with after working into the lockers, taking some damage. If Hay had no one in the lockers, I don't think those rotations were going to be made, because they surely don't exactly know what's going on from the machine room or how many they actually have. But because of that aggressive spread out position, it actually hurt Hay a lot more, forcing out big 2 rotations.
Mendez is just making a ton of noise here. over at these doors at the entry. He's taking a bit of damage. Yeah, doesn't really find much effectiveness of his own, so just backing away.
Yeah, you can't be too aggressive right now. If you find a kill, that can be lucky through those wall shots, but VG still had 3 men standing right at the machine room, trying to look for some tagging IDs behind the boxes. Finds no one, and it starts to work again to the hallways. When there's a double bait from a bottom.
Oh, good position from Yuri. The spray is so effective, but they eventually take him out. Fefe all alone now. As, man, it is so back and forth in this one. Fefe, can he do it again? He gets the 1.
It was 1v3, now 1v2. The 2 rotating from hallway. Will he find both?
Oh, he lines it up, the double kill. Fefe just shuts down the dreams of Hay as they were just lined it up for him. And man, he made that look so easy. That is 2 1v3s that he has done in this match.
Somewhat made from Hay's decision making in that small room. You don't really jump into the hallway, you go out from hallway with jumps. And to have a read like that alone when you're having 2v1 situation, Fefe's feeling something else today.
Yeah, certainly does.
What did he eat for breakfast?
Does look like that. He's out, man. He is trying to get that angle, but still it's 4 kills in favor of VG.
Yeah, Mendez striking from the side gave no chance for defense. I mean, those backup members, they didn't even get to shoot too much.
Oh, and they know exactly where he is.
Straight 3 wins.
That is a statement from VG. And we're going to have to, of course, remake the lobbies, switch the sides, and see who is going to come ahead. Hay now needs to win 3 rounds in a row on Blacklist, on sub-base, to try to bring it to that golden round. But honestly, G-Clef, it's not looking very good after 3 dominating rounds in a row from VG.
That was quick, done action, and dirty action because VG, after focusing A only, which I said I would like to see them going into B-side or hallway, they literally just dig holes after holes towards that hallway, break into that backup lines, and make sure, after checking into the lockers. So bringing out total different strategy this time, I love it so much. That's the reason why they won 3 rounds in a row, literally.
Yeah, it really does come down to that. It looked like Hay was just totally caught off guard. They weren't expecting that aggressive of a maneuver, and especially the direction that they came from was a really good mix-up from the side of VG. So, hey, they need to rack their brains and say, well, what are we going to do now? How are we going to do a similar maneuver as VG did? And here they go.
Yeah, after 1 hallway on entry, it seemed like Hay was confused after that moment. And after a couple more, they might still be confused, but after the side change, you have to make it work. But Fefe on fire today.
Yeah, he has been having an incredible day. Oh, he's just making it look so easy, too. He lines up that headshot onto Kai's. And again, guys, if VG wins even 1 round, it's over. We go to the next map for the decider. Wouldn't be surprised if we get to extra rounds over there as well, the way these maps have been going.
That will be surely exciting for the fans to watch all these matches. And hey, trying to bring it back. They need to start with 1 more, but Mendez, they're lining up, about to finish the map for themselves. Only Michael and Yuri.
Okay, there's 1. He is extremely low on health. Yuri not able to get the spray down, and that is going to do it for map number 2. Zay will leave the lobby, and the winner of sub-base will be VG. And we will be moving into our 3rd map of the match.
Which is Black Widow again. Hey, not really having the best time against Black Dragons in the previous match, but still against VINCIT Gaming, they were able to pull off a lot of their strategy until we went to these extra rounds.
Yeah, it's almost like the beast was awoken or something. And certainly VG looked like a totally different team when the pressure was on. And Maybe that's where their strength really lies. So just really great stuff from them. We'll be curious to see how they do going into Black Widow. And, you know, we talk about momentum a lot. I'm sure that Hay is going to be shivering a little bit after they got crushed 4 rounds in a row there. It's not going to be easy for them, but we're going to take a look at some of the highlights.
Yes, we had this big moment for Khan to open up the map. And with the sort of a bottom defense, both teams did so well. Khan's doing so well with the shots. Pepe lining up multiple headshots on his own. Like both of the teams had some chances of breaking into the A side, but when it was basically open from big rotation made from Global Risk. Except for those chances, oftentimes the one rifler standing at A bottom did get at least a couple of kills.
Yeah, there were some really clutch moments in this one, and that's why we really like the close gameplay, right? It's always very daunting to watch one team crush another, but I feel like the most high-intensity matchups come when the two teams are very closely matched. That's a lot of what we have seen in both of these maps. So looking forward now to the third map that will be Black Widow. As I did mention, it's shown up there. So VG up against Hay. We'll go to one more decider to see who's going to take it.
And in the previous match, Hay actually, they came out aggressive even though they were playing from that Global Risk side. Will they try similar strategy again, just like how they did against Black Dragons? Or will they be totally different against a different opponent now against VINCIT Gaming? I think that's a key to go through when we start the first few rounds. As I believe we do have Hay in Global Risk.
Yeah, that's the way that is looking right now. So as this map is loading up, the players have gotten into this one. Let's jump onto the third map of match number 5, VINCIT Gaming up against Hay Squad. Alrighty, here we go. Looks like VINCIT Gaming going to start things off on Blacklist.
And 5 rifles again. Rifles only for VG. Just checking guards from the side road. And not really peeking into the storage much. Maybe looking for some nice wall shot through the double doors. And Mendez all the way out in a long, not with AAWM, but with just an AK.
Yeah, seems to be pretty passive so far from Hay, just waiting to see what VG are going to do. Just keeping a 3-2 split, essentially. Binzi looking down the central door.
Having a massive bait play from Hay from the B side, leaving one of their members only towards A, guarding from the back room.
Now they do have those angles, but it's eventually Lucam who's able to get the better of him. And their play through the doors actually does work out pretty well, but there's 2 members now onto A.
As they only had a single member. And went for the backup. Tikans was, I believe, was at A, but went for the backup towards the passage. Now looking for some backup, but still 2 of the members waiting towards that double door.
You can see Fefe trying to end T-Cons there. And there he will finally line it up. Kai's extremely low. 1 health.
And Knudsen was waiting for him. And final blow there. VG taking the first round where Hay shifted a little too much focus on that B side after not really having too much information in the first round.
And you can see that this momentum is continuing. That was a pretty dominant first round from VG.
Oh, this could be great if VG goes out all the way And one of the member out all the way far in a long for a bait spot. But VG goes in B site. This can be the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, like that positioning from T-Cons, but he's not able to pull off the full defense. We do have VG now on the bomb site. Looking to plant that one in here. Michael's still just waiting for it, seeing if they'll get aggressive, but not just yet.
Mendez does plant the bomb. He's looking, peeking from the passage if anyone comes. But the important side is Fefe. Can he defend 1v2 from the double doors?
Well, Fefe was able to trade 1-for-1, and Lucom got an extra, so one-on-one now. Lucom is spotted, but now one-on-one, and he didn't see Mendez in that corner. He threw the flash earlier, but Mendez just waited, and the long con works out for him. And now that's 2 in a row here for Blacklist, for VG.
Lucom got the side angle covered after Fefe went down from the side road, so he was basically thinking about, okay, I have to take one down from the storage. And Mendez just waits there like a snake, bites onto him, gets the kill.
And it looks like now there's heavy leaning from the side of VG to go into that B site.
Hey, again looking for a sweet spot from A long. But a B rush.
Hey, here we go. All the smokes, the flash is coming out. Gonna look for Yuri, who is in the corner. They're able to take him out and secure the B doors. Poking out is Lucom. He gets 2. And VG, man, they are so powerful. They got 5 rounds in a row. They're looking for their 6th in this match.
This might actually be a quick map if VG is able to break through this many. And hey, having some good backup though. These 2 kills from Kais.
Yeah, maybe VG getting a little bit too aggressive.
Which is actually really hard kill to go from that waterway.
But Knotson able to lock it down. Michael doesn't have much time. And you can see they've got both angles covered. He has to maneuver his way in and get a double kill. Able to get 1. And Knotson trying to poke out and see if he can get the defuse, but I think he got the kill.
Yeah, the kill. I think the kill came just before the defuse.
Just barely. I mean, it looked like that entire bar was filled up with green on the defuse, but not quite able to. Milliseconds left, and he's able to pick off the kill. So great clutch maneuver from Knotson. 4 wins in the extra rounds from VG, and then 3 more here on Blacklist for Black Widow.
The rush into the B side has been hurting a lot for Hay, especially because they spent a two-man squad into that A long, going for that bait. Exactly at the opposite side of the map. Now another opening.
That is
from
a couple of
from a passage, a short makes an entry. Kais puts one back.
Those are just fantastic entry kills, and Kai is literally doing all that he can. Michael able to follow up there as Fefe trying to get the angle. And this might be, hey, finally stemming the tide.
Michael does have the pistol, but the headshot goes in. Fefe looking to save the team. Again and again, T-Con's 96 HP.
Yeah.
He does have the advantage.
He has the bomb. And so all T-Cons really has to do is wait. You can just camp that bomb. Try to get the angle down. Fefe, he's considering his options. There's still a lot of time left, so doesn't have to rush on through. T-Con's gonna poke, and there it is. Finally, T-Con's able to get one back for Hay. And it is 3-1 now in this map.
Hey squad. Finally lining up one with T-Cons, winning that duel against Fefe. I think these 2 names are doing so much more work compared to anyone else, especially today in this matchup. And now VG looking to line up a few shots from A long, does not really connect too many. But Lucam, let's see where he's going to put that focus. He's trying to work towards that B storage. It did not have Yeah, did not get to check too much towards the air, to waterway. So being careful if there are any baits. Finds no one and now working towards that central door.
Yeah, they might just run straight into VINCIT. Actually taken out, and Lucom gonna get a double kill. 9 kills so far in this map. And they're just gonna back away after getting that. They get a massive lead in this round, and they will be able to reconsider their options. T-Cons, nice little chippy play there up against Lucom. Takes out their ace.
T-Cons actually, he sneaks out from the double doors, which is a very dangerous timing. But immediately goes down to that headshot from Rizal. There's one hiding at that plant. Michael trying to have a big, massive bait on his own.
He's spraying through, he gets a couple, and goes down, but it is still one-on-one now. But the C4 down on the site, so we'll see what he can do. Kai's gonna have to hang on to that AWM. Mendez going all the way around. Looking to come in from behind here onto Kais, and he will be able to pick him off with a very quick couple of shots. Gets him straight in the head and finishes off yet another round for VG.
Yeah, pretty good rotation there to pick up the final kill. VG leading big time on Black Widow now, as they've been having a lot of fun towards the B side. To get some strike back from the double doors. And again, it seems like the rotation is working towards that B storage. I think they can bait it out and force a rotation and then go towards a short towards the alley and the stairs.
Well, T-Cons, I like his position, but he gets flashed and tries to spray. Doesn't find much luck with that. Lucom gonna get his 10th kill. And now...
Yeah, the flash was good from A, but still no one actually going into the door, into that B site. The positions from VG is way too dangerous for all you're meant to be right there peeking in from windows and doors.
I like Rizal's position. He's holding down that bomb. He's going to spot him, take him out. VINCIT, though, trying to trade one back. Michael going in with a pistol. Triple kill for Rizal. Make it a quadra. As he is able to shut down everybody. We were talking about his position, and that was just perfect to stem the tide of anyone coming in. And now 5-1. This entire match is totally flipped on its head. It's no longer close.
And hey, because of it, this much number already going towards BG. Hey, trying something else, going aggressive towards the A side, and Rizal finds him back from near the spawn.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for Kais.
VINCIT looking for that. So again, hey, going aggressive out the doors and a short, hurting their play in this map, just like how it didn't really work out against Black Dragons early this night.
You can see Michael, he's trying so hard. He gets that fantastic bounce with the flash. Just getting in there, T-Cons trying to keep this dream alive. 2-on-2. But VG have been able to open up the site now. They're going to get that plant. It's not going to be easy for T-Cons to get on in here.
That's 2-2. Hey, still have to check for so many boxes. It's still lacking idea where exactly Fefe is.
And they're going to be able to take down both. So they get on in there. That was actually a really nice retake. They're able to isolate both members before they could help each other out. And that is going to enable Hay to finally take a second round here on Black Widow.
Hay still need to get a lot more done from Global Risk side. And again, a pretty good flash out into that access road, delaying the attack into A long. Yeah, I thought it was Mendez going out to the A long, but it was just three riflers back there. We got the position of VINCIT already in that waterway. Let's see how careful VG actually goes in.
Yeah, slow and steady. Here comes VG down into the water.
Yeah, VINCIT does escape right before the checks here. And after checking waterway, they do go towards that double door. Big rotation from Mendez all the way in the back near the spawn.
You can see that Yuri is just like, well, they're never coming down A long. Let me check that again. And, yep, they're not there again. So let me just join up with the rest of my team at the doors and try to get some extra defense down. Oh, how did he not like that? It's incredibly close. Yuri not able to do much. Gets actually the one. Nice pistoling from Kais, and they're able to stop that aggression once again.
Yeah, he basically had 3 men near that sent double doors, and man, look at T-Con's getting that long distance shot with that rifle. Helping out the team, again getting the round in global risk. Thought VG had a pretty good idea, but hey, just left one side open. It was a good risk. And it certainly paid off in the previous round. And VG, after slowing down, it has not been working out as much. And going back to what worked before, looking to open up the storage, looking for a few bait spots with flash.
Ooh, not quite able to land
Michael.
that one. They know where he is. Nice wall shot as they're going to jump through the doors. Lucom gets 2. Oh, and he's actually able to read through the smoke again. Gets another one. This guy is on fire. 13 kills so far. Well, that's not going to do it for VINCIT, and neither for Yuri. They are not able to get on in there. It is 6-3 from Blacklist. And you could see that VG certainly have taken control of this match, it feels.
Yeah, second half as VINCIT Gaming, they need to surely just leave the double doors open and go for some good double angle base spot from B side. Oh, even better, going aggressive out in A long.
Yeah. VG.
Finds a kill onto a player that's doing the best to open up second half.
Certainly got to feel good when you take out the enemy ace player. And they weren't really utilizing A long at all on the attack on Blacklist, but you could see that aggressive play from the defense was pretty good.
Look at the setup from VG. One from the B doors and double bait right on the left angle. Pepe looking down so that he doesn't tag, his ID is not tagged.
Nice position there, but
Lucam goes down on the box. Now this can be a big play.
Oh, Pepe. They didn't know he was there.
How about made from Lucam's movement there?
Yeah. How about another triple kill for Fefe?
So you make the big sacrifice. I'll be hidden right here. I'll get the triple kill. Thanks, bro.
And it's essentially a 1v3 again, you know, because he didn't really have any of his teammates around. Of course, the bait play set it all up, but feels like he's, you know, the same situation 3 times in a row, feeling pretty good about himself. And now Hay are going to play very passively, just way back in the base.
They have at least 3 chances. And that B bait certainly did fail. And because of that, they lost pace, not even opening up too many angles. And because of this early overnate smoke, Yuzao's able to get some great position, not at the waterway.
You can see he's spraying as he falls. Fefe is just a monster today. He picks up a pistol kill, because why not? The guy is just stacking them up today.
Just understanding your teammates' movement and going back and forth. Kais with an instant shot there.
Lucom, though, he has been so consistent for this team. We talk a lot about Fefe, but he has been the guy, and he is left available up against the pistol of Kais. Kais not able to pull it off. And now we have 8-3 as the score. A couple more rounds and VG will do it.
They can surely have aggressive pushes, even if they are starting from global risk again. Now, Hey trying to set up for some central door or a short pass, but being stopped by Fefe again.
Oh, man. Picks up two Lucans right there, and that's going to be it for that round. You like the idea. Hey are really trying to mix it up, but they're just stumped once again.
Lucam's backup shots, I think he's 19 at 9.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Fefe delays it so well, and then Lucam comes from the side, just clean up duty.
All right, they've got to win 6 in a row. Can Hey actually pull it off?
And Rizal gets tagged a few shots through the wall. But this time Mendez does overextend a little too far all the way towards the BL. Yuri's still staying after taking one down.
Yeah, kind of gave his position away. And Lucam's able to pick up his 20th.
And because Hey was all over the place, they do get their access into a short. But the bomb is actually near the B storage. So they can take some position, but the rotation will take a long time.
Michael caught unawares here, it feels like. Rizal able to sneak up into storage and take him down.
I think Michael was trying to look for a rotation, wait for that rotation and look for easy kills. But VG waited, knowing that Michael was still in that storage.
Yeah, and Kais has had some insane shots with this AWM. But unfortunately, he can't do it all alone.
One more retake from VG will be a map, but Rizal goes down 2-3.
Vinci coming on in, he's able to get one, and now it's all up to Fefe. He can't do the 1v3 this time around. And so Hey will buy themselves some more time. Now they need only 5 rounds in a row on Blacklist.
It's possible, but starting from getting this previous round to start their momentum in the second half, but it might be too little too late, as VG is all over the place on this map.
Yeah, they're pretty much all over them at this point in time.
I think peeking through a short is actually the answer for Hey. When they're being pressured from a long all the time.
Yeah, I mean, certainly at least have Kais go forward and see if he can pick someone off. That's, well, he is spotted for now. And, oh man, that is a clutch headshot. And should make this defense much easier. Immediately, Hey are going to back off short.
And Yuri just looking for anyone around the access road. Fefe this time, and Mendez not really extending too far out because they did go down. Still the B site, there's a double angle bait from in the storage. And with one less member from Hey, actually found the right place to go through. They do go through the doors, find Rizal off guard.
Yeah, nice play from Mendez, though. Down to 1 health. Able to get in behind. But the double kill from Binzi is keeping their dreams alive. It's going to be all up to him.
2-1, as he has to save the round for the team. Was spotted with that jump. But Mendez is super low.
Yeah, and you can see he's going to look for kind of the awkward angle. See if he can catch him unawares.
But 33 seconds. Rotation has to be made. And forcing that rotation, Fefe is just waiting from that access road in case of a bomb plant.
All right, there it is. They know it's not B.
And Binzi sort of opened wide for a long.
Oh, he's going to get the one. And remember, Mendez has only got 1 health, but he's able to pop out and get the kill. And will get the defuse and the match here for VG. They're able to pull it off. And in fact, it will be VINCIT Gaming to get their first win in this match against Hay. It was a fierce one. So back and forth. Really got a hand.